It is officially draft week, and that means that it is also smokescreen season. I've got some news coming up next.
The following announcement has been paid for by
the ENN Podcast.
He has a good energy, you guys.
Can you believe it? Can
Sports.
you feel it? Can you feel that excitement?
The merchandise, wearing the hats.
Chris Wild here live from Lincoln Financial.
And I'm telling you, if you let Eli Manning walk into that stadium and make you look stupid and get a Giants W.
Music,
Wow.
Whoa!
and more.
What's his next book gonna be called? Spineless?
Welcome, everybody, to Draft Week here on the ENN Podcast. I'm the good brother of Broad Street, the reigning 2020 Big League Fantasy Football Champion and professional wrestler, Chris Wild. And as I said in the open, it's Draft Week, and that also means it's smokescreen season, meaning that NFL teams and agents are going to be throwing stuff in the air to see if it sticks and who's going to lose their poker face. Now, the Eagles have been in the news. As I said yesterday, there have been reports that they want to move back into the top 10, and Zach Ertz's name has been thrown around as a piece to make that happen. Now, today, there was a big development, at least in my eyes. And again, a lot of this is news, but is it fake news? I mean, we're not going to know until the end of the night on Thursday. But the San Francisco 49ers, who are picking at number 3, were believed to be picking between Mac Jones and Justin Fields. Now, apparently, something changed, and Justin Fields is out of the equation. Trey Lance is in, so the 49ers are going to be picking between Mac Jones and Trey Lance, if you believe reports. Now, in my mock draft, I had them taking Mac Jones at number 3 from the get-go. However, this leaves Justin Fields without a potential suitor. Now, I believe that the Carolina Panthers at 8 would definitely still take Justin Fields, even though they acquired Sam Darnold in a trade with the New York Jets. I just believe that they would take him. But again, who knows at this point? Now, if the Philadelphia Eagles believe that they can grab Justin Fields by drafting up, this is a move that, even though I believe in Jalen Hurts and I think the Eagles should roll with Jalen Hurts this year. I mean, they picked him in the second round last year, went through all the Carson Wentz mess during the offseason. To me, it would be silly not to give the guy a shot. But in Nick Sirianni's press conference earlier this week, he said he wouldn't commit to Jalen Hurts as the starter, as he wanted competition everywhere. Now, maybe there's more to that than we're looking into. Maybe that means that the Eagles are possibly looking into drafting a quarterback. And if all the quarterbacks, if it was going to be one guy, I would be absolutely fine with it being Justin Fields. This guy has all the intangibles. I don't understand how he has dropped down guys' draft board. Apparently, he's got a photogenic memory. He's got the size, over 6 feet tall, 228 pounds around. The dude is a hybrid quarterback, basically, and I'm going to say this, and probably there's going to be some rolling eyes, but I think that he is a younger version of Deshaun Watson. And speaking of Deshaun Watson, the Eagles have been linked to trying to trade for him if all of the bullshit clears and he's 100% clear of all his charges or presumptive charges. You would have to give up multiple first-round picks for Deshaun Watson. So instead of doing that, why not move up at a much cheaper cost for a younger version? I believe he's a younger version of Deshaun Watson. He's got the arm accuracy. Like I said, he can run. He can get out of a blitz. Now, he does have a little bit of trouble recognizing a blitz. That can obviously be corrected with coaching. And the only glaring thing that might concern people is that last year in only 8 games, he threw 6 interceptions to 22 touchdowns. Now, look, last year, again, it's hard to really, with the whole COVID and things just being as different as they've ever been, it's really hard to put a lot of stock into that. So you go to the year before where he had 41 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. That sounds a little bit better to me. But either way, this guy is a franchise quarterback. And in order, the main goal for the Eagles is to get back to this, right? Is to get back to this. That's the goal for any NFL team. And to do that, you really need a franchise quarterback. Now, I know not all NFL teams have won with franchise quarterbacks. Hell, we won with a backup. I get that. But it was the franchise quarterback that got us there. Then he fell off a cliff. And I believe that's what the Eagles need to get back there. So if they pick Justin Fields, I would not be upset. Now, that's not the route that I want them to go. if you've been paying attention to me. That's definitely not the route I want them to go. I'm just saying I wouldn't be upset by it, and maybe might be a little bit excited. And if it's Jalen Hurts versus Justin Fields, and they both prove that they can play, it's not really a bad problem to have, as you could eventually move Jalen Hurts as quarterback is a need every single year for a lot of teams. With that being said, again, this could all just be smoke. The Eagles could end up, God forbid, knock on wood, they don't do this, but they could end up drafting a guy we haven't heard of at 12 and just staying pat, or getting an offensive lineman that we never heard of, or Kwity Paye. I mean, look, it's possible. Again, routes, I don't want to see them go, but the route of Justin Fields, I wouldn't be upset by it. With that being said, guys, if you're a new viewer and you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, as we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Every little bit counts. 1,000, 2,000, let's get it. Let's go. Pay attention to the channel for more content coming this week, as it is draft week, the most exciting week, one of the most exciting weeks, in my opinion, to be a professional football fan. And hopefully the Eagles do the right thing this year. Guys, stay safe, stay healthy. Go Birds, and I'll see you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! I need Eagle Nation to stand.